Hello everyone! Last class we learned about Aboriginal art and the modern representation of animals. Today we're gonna get inspired by these animals to create a collage. But on this collage we are going to create texture. Texture is when you pass your hand on a surface and you can feel the little lumps, or you can feel that it's smooth. Whatever you feel on your hands when you touch it, that's the texture. And our activity today is gonna have texture. We can relate to the Aboriginal art relating to the dots. For example, in this case, we used dots, we printed the dots on the painting. And today, instead of painting, we are going to glue. We are going to glue some shapes. Today, they're not going to be just dots because grains, they are not 100% round, but we are gonna get the same idea to create this artwork over here. Just one thing before we start. I used beans and corn on my artwork. You can use any type of grains that you have in your house, okay? It doesn't have to be the same ones that I used. It can be even just one, because later on we are gonna color as we see over here. I used paint on the top of the grains. So, let's start. We are gonna start with the animal, drawing the animal over here. My cardboard is black because I painted the back black. Now, you can choose any animal to draw over here. I chose a toucan. You don't have to use a marker. You may use just a pencil to make your animal, okay? I just used the marker so it's easier for you to see what I'm doing. Second step. You decide which part you are going to start, because we are going to do color by color. What I mean by that? For example, this part of the beak is orange, so I'm gonna use corn for this part. So as I said before, guys, you can use any type of grains. You don't have to use these ones that I'm using. I'm just using beans and corn because they were the ones I had in my house. Then how do we do it? We put glue all over the space we are going to do first. Be generous with the glue, okay? If you don't put a lot, it's not gonna work. And then you start pasting the grains. So I finished the first part. You don't need to glue the grains in a sequence. You can just add them over here beside each other in a way that you think is gonna look nice, okay? Now I'm going to do a second part because we need to wait for this part to dry. I will do the body over here, this part of the body. Now I finish my animal, and on the background you may choose if you want to add the grains or not. I'm going to do just a frame around on mine. So now I finish to glue the grains, and this part is already drying. So now I can start painting over here. Don't paint where the glue is wet, otherwise you're gonna move the grains that you just glued, okay? So how do we do now? We just add paint on the top. So now that I finished to paint the animal, I'm gonna let it dry a little bit so then I can do the background. And when you finish to paint the background, it's done. We finish our activity of the day. Bye bye guys, and see you soon.